Thank you, friends. Much shalom. Greetings to you all. Friends, you're 98% of the way through the 5 books of Moses, the Torah. Give yourselves a hand. You're almost done. And yes, for so many, it has become harder, more boring, more repetitive, and well, just not as much fun. Who didn't love stories of angels, floods, towers, sacrifices, evil and good? No, friends, I'm not talking about Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or possibly even Dungeons and Dragons. I'm talking about the early part of the Bible, the part that engaged you. We're in the book of Deuteronomy, which is the repetition of what has come before. The retelling, but without the grandeur, the excitement, the magic, the mysticism, the color. It is a repetition of the teaching. And that can be boring, especially since it is slightly different in so many places. Which do you follow? Which one is right? Which way should I go? And there's a great segue into a song, and what comes to mind is that classic Harvey Schmidt, Tom Jones hit from The Fantastics. Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain was yellow. Then follow, 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 follow. What a great show, and I know if you go to New York, somewhere it still is playing. Friends of Torah, especially what people find this boring stuff. We'll end in a few weeks on a high note. The Song of Moses, one of the truly great epic poems of all time, and what I think should really be the opening and not the closing of this great saga. The people are ready to enter the promised land, and they're standing before God, as each of you do, as you prepare to enter your promised lands. And as you prepare to undergo what have now become the holiest days of the year, the days of self-judgment, the fantastic days of awe, what we now call the high holy days. We're going to get high, high, high with the music on. Won't say bye, bye, bye till the night is gone. Do not forget why you are replacing the need to celebrate freedom with the need to stand in judgment as your most sacred day. We judge. We talk a good game, but we tend not to understand the fantastic mechanism of sin expiation, forgiveness. And that is the biggest part of what the 10 days of awe are about. Forgiveness is part of love. Begin the process now. Who do you need to forgive? Other than yourself, of course. It is our fear of vulnerability that can stand in the way of forgiveness. Today, allow presence to bestow forgiveness in your heart. On the mountain, friends, it is standing room only, as this week we have Nitzavim, standing. And you shall observe the words of this covenant and do them so that you'll understand all that you'll do. We've come full circle, my friends. Understanding. The words at the beginning of the Torah return to the Torah's closing portions. In the Garden of Eden, the woman is attracted to the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and bad because it will bring about understanding. Humans acquire that ability, understanding, when they eat the forbidden fruit, the word that does not occur again in the Torah until here. Now Moses tells them that they can use the divine power of understanding for a purpose, comprehending the meaning of what they have experienced and of what they will do. The past and the future, the miracles and the performance of the covenant's commandments are all within humans' power to grasp. Now, what have we done with that ability? Today, most people complain that they are not understood. The gift they got was to understand, a tool they do not use. Friends, just as the years come full circle, from fall equinox to fall equinox, we have come full circle. This focus at the conclusion of the Torah returns us to the Torah's opening, the loss of the tree of life. Humans lose access to the tree of life as the price of having gained access to the tree of knowledge of good and bad. This whole thing about understanding. Now the people are told, I put in front of you life and good, blessing and curse, using the knowledge of good and bad. And choosing to do good is the path back to life. Not necessarily eternal life, but meaningful life, fulfilling life. As the book of Proverbs says about knowledge and wisdom, it is a tree of life. And Jews sing this verse from Proverbs each Sabbath after returning the Torah to the ark. And again, the key message that is there for them and for us is this business about eternity. As it says in Deuteronomy 29:12, in order to establish you today for him as a people, and he will be a God to you as he spoke to you and as he swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And I'm not making this covenant and this oath with you alone, but with the one who was here standing with us today in front of the Lord our God, and with the one who isn't here with us today. Well, that group is still growing. This was a statement for all future mankind. Just as we choose now, whether we each take on the covenant and whether our children and all future generations will. It is about choice, about change, about transformation, about renewal. All the things these holy days, which are almost upon us, are about. And this goes to the heart of the rabbinic notion that all unborn generations were already standing there at Sinai. The reality is, we do not know everything. We do not understand everything. We simply cannot. And we are told there are two realms. Deuteronomy 28 says, the hidden things belong to Adonai our God, and the revealed things belong to us and to our children forever, to do all the words of this instruction. Moses tells the people that there are things that are solely in the divine realm, hidden from humans. Man's task is here in this world to live a certain kind of life. But friends, the hidden and revealed aren't an out there thing. They're always within our grasp. Later Moses says, see, I've put in front of you today life and good and death and bad, and that I command you today to love the Lord your God, to go his way, to observe his commandments, his laws, his judgments. So you'll live and multiply and bless the Lord your God in the land into which you're coming to take possession of it. The commandments are not enigmatic. They do not reside in a distant realm, and they do not require an intermediary. They are already made known, and they are within a human's ability to do, each and every one of you. And in a fantastic fashion, Moses calls on two witnesses. I call the skies and the earth to witness regarding you today. I've put life and death in front of you, blessing and curse. And you shall choose life, so you'll live, you and your seed. And we shall see these two great witnesses again, my friends. What we have here is the image of the great hero. It is the daring hero of the pagan epic, who, unlike ordinary men, makes bold to climb the sky or cross the great sea to bring back the hidden treasures of the divine realm, as Gilgamesh crosses the sea in an effort to bring back the secret of immortality. This mythological and heroic era is at an end. For God's word, inscribed in a book, has become the intimate property of every person. How awesome is that? The world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish, celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everyone you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, an end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this ride together, men and women equally. Let us send out love, not fear. As the John Lennon version of the great Ben E. King classic went, when the night has come, when the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Stand by each other. Fall in love, friends. It's a great gamble worth taking. Ask questions. Do not take because as an answer. See what lies in front of you. Break free of dogma. Change your way of thinking. Thank you all. Love you. See you all next time. And I do love seeing you all again. And remember, your wishes do come true. Now have a fantastic year. A good year. A great Rosh Hashanah. May you all be inscribed in the book of life. Bless you all. Thank you. And if you're interested in learning more about our Rosh Hashanah service, please drop me a line. And there is plenty of room if you want to join us. Shabbat Shalom.